Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Noah Fant, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Chubb will get the call running left. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Get 300! Get 300! Hey, Mike! 26!
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's got some space here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, he's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers going to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Hey, 26. Inside.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 45 yards. And the Raiders continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
6:30.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
88.
On first down, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On play action, Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Rodgers now on first down. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Excellent. Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. York able to send this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Mevis knocks this one through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the second half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
88.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught right side, Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He's got Njoku over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Get 300.
Now Rodgers.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The slot man in motion right.
26.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
50.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And it's a Titans touchdown.
David Njoku
From 4 yards out.
And the Titans are able to claw one back. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1.
DeAndre Carter and deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Greg Dulcich
from 3 yards out.
And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Pushes past him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal.
And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Boy, 4th and 2. This crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Here's Rodgers.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb from 8 yards out.
And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7th.
To throw is Rodgers.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, take 26.
And again, it's Rodgers. Now he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Prescott off play action.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Raiders are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
The center receiver in motion to the right. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rodgers now on first down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Rodgers to throw once more. And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because